Good morning, Copenhagen. Are you okay? Wasn't yesterday beautiful? I'm happy you agree. Thank you. And really thank you, Albert, because this is already the 30th Jerusalem prayer breakfast. Incredible, huh? Friends, this week, according to a Jewish calendar, we marked in Israel exactly a year since the horrible massacre of Hamas. When Hamas terrorists invaded Israel's south and butchered and slaughtered and burned families alive, they killed, as you already heard, 1,200 Israelis. 1,200 people. And they kidnapped 251 men, women, children, elderly. 101 of them are still there in the dungeons of Gaza. But while committing their unspeakable atrocities, you know what they were saying? Why they were keep shouting? They were shouting, Allahu Akbar. God is great. This is their distorted view of God and how to fight for God. To the massacre of October 7th, they call the Al-Aqsa flood, referring to their ambitions to take over Jerusalem, Temple Mount. That's their distorted vision for Jerusalem. War, blood, death, unspeakable violence. How opposite it is from our vision for Jerusalem as the city of beauty, of unity, of peace, a house of prayer for all nations. In the last year, the world witnessed the true nature of Israel. This is what Masoud Pezeshkian announced just a couple of weeks ago in his speech at the UN General Assembly. The Iranian president came to curse and accuse Israel of crimes against humanity, but just like Bil'am in the Bible, he provided an accurate and flattering diagnosis of Israel. That although we were caught vulnerable and unprepared on October 7th, the people of Israel, in this year of war since then, fighting in 7 fronts. And I don't know if you've seen the videos of the Israeli soldiers before entering the battlefield. The King David soldiers carrying the name of God, saying Shema Israel. Our soldiers have demonstrated in the past year unbelievable courage and bravery, resilience and creativity, spirit and determination. As Isaiah says in chapter 52, awaken, awaken, put on your strength, O Zion, put on the garments of your beauty, Jerusalem, the holy city, shake yourself from the dust, arise, free yourself of the bands of your neck, O captive daughter of Jerusalem. And indeed, we are rising from the dust and the ashes, demonstrating unbelievable strength. You know, the day before I left Israel and came here, I've been to Mount Herzl and in a memorial ceremony to a soldier who had fallen on October 7th. His name is Daniel Peretz. He's the son of a very good friend of mine. Unfortunately, his body was taken to Gaza by these animals. I would not even say animals. And in the eulogy given by one of the speakers, he told a story of that in 1973, just before the Yom Kippur War, Nicolae Ceausescu, the communist leader of Romania, came to visit the president of Egypt, Anwar Sadat. And Anwar Sadat told Ceausescu, told him, listen, you know, I'm going to beat the Jews. Why? Ceausescu asked. He said, you know why? Take a look at this newspaper coming from Israel. They lost one soldier. All the newspapers filled with mourning about this one soldier. This is how they're crying for one soldier. Just imagine what would happen if I'll kill 100, if I'll kill 1,000. They'll be devastated. How it is that our enemies do not understand us. They were sure that Israel is weak, and we are trembling like spider's web, right? This is what Nasrallah used to say, that we are rotten, that we are falling apart. Oh boy, how wrong he was. And ladies and gentlemen, preceding over all these threats to Israel is the Islamic Republic of Iran. Iran is the #1 perpetrator of bloodshed and instability in the region. Iran actually funds terror networks on 5 continents. Iran has pledged to eradicate Israel and seeks to create a ring of fire around our country. And make no mistake, they don't want to destroy Israel only because they want to destroy Israel. They want to destroy Israel because they see us as the front line of Western civilization. They oppose everything Israel represents, the values of liberty, freedom, democracy, peace. You see, the Iranian Ayatollahs, they deny the special connection between God and the people of Israel. They deny God's promise to give the land of Israel to the people of Israel. They deny the biblical truths and are committed to fighting the values so important to all of us. But as I said yesterday, I truly believe that we live in historic and biblical times. The might of Israel is being raised, projected into the world. Our enemies are confused, paralyzed, defeated. The axis of evil led by Iran is being dismantled. We are moving towards a better future for Israel and the entire world. And I want to tell you just 2 last stories before I'll conclude. You know, 2.5 weeks ago, I had a conversation with one of the biggest leaders of one of the biggest tribes in Iraq. I cannot say his name, unfortunately, because it's a risk for his life. But on that conversation, he called the IDF the Army of God. A couple of weeks before, I had a meeting with the exiled Prime Minister of Syria, Jamal Sabah. And he told me the following sentence. He said, you are liberating us from the stranglehold of the axis of evil. More and more tribes and nations and countries in the Middle East realizing that Israel it's not the problem. Israel is the solution. We are bringing a message of freedom and liberation for the entire Middle East. But ladies and gentlemen, also as I said before, we all, you're included, we all have responsibility. What do we want to see here? We have to choose. We have to, first of all, to call it for what it is. This is a war of light against darkness. And the nations of the world will have to choose a vision of death or a vision of life. A vision of, you want justice and truth, or you want lies and deception. Curse, God forbid, or the blessing. We all have to choose. And friends, I'm here to assure you that despite all the challenges, we will overcome our enemies. We will bring back home the 101 hostages, and we will win this war. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for your unbelievable support for the one and only Jewish state. May God bless you.